Welcome to Why Don't We Dress for Dinner Anymore with host Theodora Krochman, senior style icon.
And Melissa Pierce, natural redhead and gifted woman of all areas. That was a really
I'm gifted in all areas.
In all areas. I don't know. My brain just went. Anyway, Melissa, I think to start off the show today, we're going to do our new little game called Style It or Pile It.
And it's my turn.
And it's Melissa's turn. We're going to look at some clothes from Melissa's closet that she's on the fence about. She's lost some weight, so she wants to know whether she should style it. In other words, should she take it in? Should she zhuzh it up to continue to wear it? Or should we throw it on the pile to donate to some organization where somebody else can appreciate and love her pre-worn stuff?
Okay. So I've brought three things.
Okay.
First thing.
Well, let me put on my glasses so I could scrutinize.
First thing. Okay. This was in my never give it away just in case you could wear it again thing. And this and just in case you could wear it again.
Oh, okay.
So I wore this before like 18 years ago, right before I was pregnant with my last child. So 18 years ago. It is a leather skirt.
Okay. Always in style.
Right.
Always in style. Kind of like a jeans.
Wilson leather. But it has this long zipper up front, which people don't do anymore.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. We used to have those long, even the jeans used to have long zippers.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, it is long zipper. And I'm like, wow, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But it does fit now. And I will never buy leather again.
Does it fit really good?
Oh, of course. It fits really good. It's just that the zipper, I'm like, we don't wear that anymore.
Well, let me say something.
So
yes, but you can always be like, we like vintage stuff, and vintage stuff is a lot of times stuff that we don't wear. I think once it's all zipped up, the zipper kind of really just blends in, Melissa. You could even wear it with, I would say you could wear it with like a cute cashmere sweater that's a little bit longer, and even belt the sweater if you want. Or if you want to wear something tucked in, it still looks good. I would say, it's a classic black leather skirt. And if it fits you great,
yeah,
I would say style it. What do the rest of you think? Let us know in the comments.
All right. So
should Melissa style that or pile it? I say style it. I think it's classic, even though it has the longer zipper. It gives it a little bit of a vintage feel, which is on trend. We're all trying to be more sustainable now. I think we we don't go so much with, well, what's the fad or what are we wearing now? It doesn't matter as long as it looks good and it's constructed well. It's a good piece of leather. It's not,
it's not torn. It's very well taken care of. Okay.
I would keep that.
All right. I've had it for probably 20 years.
Okay. Then it's a keeper if you've had it that long.
Well, I was just wondering if I would ever.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, though, even with the long zipper, although you're right, the zippers have shortened up.
Yeah. Okay. I did tell you I brought a lot of pieces because I'm going through a lot of things. Okay. So next piece. These used to be my favorite dress pants. It has it's embossed. I don't know if you guys can see it. I probably have to bring it pretty close. Yeah. It's got a great pattern.
Can you see it? They can see it now.
Fabric. Yeah. It's embossed fabric. It kind of has a flared leg.
Yeah.
But they are now several sizes too big. I mean, 2 sizes too big, I think.
Oh.
So they're baggy.
I would say, in my opinion, pile it.
Oh. Bye, baby.
Well, it doesn't mean you have to. It's just my opinion. But I would say that would take a lot of altering if they're too big on you, and it would ruin the line. Flares are really a hard one to get right. And if you have to take them in, you got the pockets and everything in the way there. I mean, that would be a pretty costly. Well, style it.
And here's what I trust is because you always have to tailor pants. I trust that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and pants really... if you have to take them in more than one size, it's not worth it. It'll ruin the line of the pants. And the crotch will go in a weird way. You've got that whole backside area with pants too. It's not just taking the sides like you would with a dress, because then it affects the butt. It affects the way the rise is. It just throws the whole thing off.
All right. I was hoping that you would be like, oh, those will be easy to tailor.
No, they're not.
Okay,
Yes, pants are hard. Pants are hard.
Okay. Third one. All right. This one has been hard for me to get rid of. So I actually need your help. We're going to
do a show and tell here where she's going to stand up and show us.
So this suit, I had tailored to my body about
like a teal blue. I haven't seen teal for ages.
6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe. But it was during a time in my life when I really loved men's.
Oh, men's tailor. Okay.
Men's cut. All right. But this is also during a time in my life when I was 2 sizes bigger.
Okay. Well, let me see that jacket now. Let me see the jacket, how it fits you.
So the pants are men's cut, and I recognize now that you've told me about these pants.
Yeah, it's going to be too hard to, The jacket is savable. You could zhuzh the arms. And let me see how it looks buttoned up.
Well, it's still a men's cut, and it's still 2 sizes too big, although the shoulders are cut to my shoulders.
Well,
Could I tailor this?
Yes.
If I wanted to.
Yes, you could. It will be a little expensive.
Would it?
You can definitely have it tailored by a good tailor. But I would say it's going to be minimally $50 to $60. You can wear it open, yes. I could wear it open. Absolutely. I have a menswear jacket that I bought that it's just really boxy. And what I do is I just throw the jacket over my shoulders. So I wear it like that. So I wear the jacket just kind of like slung over my shoulders like that. And it looks really good. I know get a lot of this. The pants, if they're too big, again, unless you really, really love them and you got a really great tailor and you want to pay beaucoup bucks to get it done.
No, I'm just going to say,
not going to work.
I feel bad about separating them too. So the pants pile.
Pants are a hard one. When you lose weight, you're going to probably lose most of your pants unless they're really a simple dimple, little straight, no zippers, no pockets. See, that's the part where you wreck. If you have to go in more than, let's say, one size, then you're going into the pockets.
That's
the back area is hard. If it's just a simple little straight pants, like a cigarette pant or something like that, sometimes you can get away with it, but it's hard to do the pants. Hard to do the pants.
All right. Well, but the skirt I get to keep, and the jacket I get to keep.
The skirt is classic. I mean, even if the zipper's longer, we don't care about that. And the jacket's nice. Yeah, you can wear it just open.
I'm just going to keep this jacket and wear it open for a while for the show. I'm just going to keep this on for the rest of the show.
Because I'm
so happy that Teddy said I could keep it.
I gave her permission. Well, I gives you permission to keep your jacket.
I mean, the deal is that I'm supposed to give Teddy the stuff that she says that I pile. Otherwise, I will put it back in my closet.
I better not see you wearing those things. Let me tell you, with the pants falling off your butt.
I better not see those Louboutins.
With the Louboutins. Those are still, actually, I'm glad you reminded me, because just to get them out of the way, I put them back in my closet. But I am starting my fall bag. Do you do that fall cleaning where you
I have.
Do your closet? Yeah, I got to throw the Louboutins in there.
Mark, someone is going to want them.
I don't like reselling that. I've done it on eBay, where I told you I resold some Manolos and stuff like that, but it's such a pain in the butt. I'll just give it to somebody. It'll be a great find for them. Just think, some person that, can't afford, $20 for a pair of shoes, and they get a pair of...
Some 12-year-old who wears a size 5.
Maybe it's a pageant girl.
Honey boo-boo.
Honey boo boo. Honey boo boo.
I'm sorry. Teddy, what are we talking about today?
Honey boo boo won't buy my Louboutins. Oh, I can't tell. Okay. Now we're just getting overly silly.
Yeah.
Honey boo boo.
How old would Honey boo boo be?
I don't know. She's probably 50 now. I don't know. Wasn't she about your age, Honey boo boo? No. Oh, was she younger? Honey Boo Boo. Well, that was about younger than my child. Was maybe 15 years ago. She was a kid, right? So you figure, I'm guessing 15 years ago was a reality show.
10 years ago.
Okay, so let's put her at
She might be 10, 15.
We got to look up.
We don't even know. You guys,
how old is Honey Boo Boo?
We need help. We're losing it.
Where did Honey Boo Boo go?
Someone help us. We're not going to look this up. We're not going to Google it. Someone better put it in the comments. Okay? You can't look it up or Google it either. If you remember it, let us know. Can you believe there was a real reality show?
No, it was scary. That show was scary.
I never watched it. I just
remember to think of her in my Louboutins. Now, should I give them away? I mean, Honey Boo Boo might take.
Because Delphine mentioned Honey Boo Boo, and with her French accent at the pageant.
Yes. I didn't even think she knew who Honey Boo Boo was.
Well, of course, me neither, but with her accent, Honey Boo Boo.
Did she call me? She would not have called me Honey Boo Boo.
No,
she's got a lot to answer.
She just never had been to a pageant before, so when she finally understood that it was a pageant, that was her idea of a pageant. She's like, oh, like Honey Boo Boo.
Like Honey Boo Boo. Well, now we've taken it totally out of context. I know. So just so we can put it in context for all of you.
Because we're talking about.
I was in a fashion show pageant this weekend.
It was for a great charity.
It was for a great cause, Women in Peace. And I was in the Mrs. division, and my friend Delphine, and of course, Melissa was there. Many of my other friends came to support. And I guess our friend Delphine said it was like she'd never seen a pageant before.
She didn't know what a pageant was.
And so I guess she equated it to the reality show, those of you who remember Honey Boo Boo.
It only made because she didn't know why the children were there.
Yeah, because they
were children.
The theme of Women in Peace is to show, because you notice, I don't know if you noticed at the end, but she even brought out an infant, like a baby infant, because she wanted to show from birth to like my age, women are joining forces and supporting each other and uplifting each other. We're not competing with each other. In reality, we're there to support and connect and make friends across all age groups and that kind of thing. So that's why they show the baby and the little children. That was part of the Women in Peace mission, is women of all ages from birth till maturity all have a link in common.
Got it.
And so that's why.
And that was
I guess the girls probably reminded Delphine of Honey.
Right, because she connected the pageant with all of the little girls in the cute little dresses and their I think there was one that was just so sassy and just the whole runway.
They were very precocious, very precocious.
Oh, they were. It was so much fun. Anyway, so again, what are we talking about today, Teddy?
Well, I just read something very interesting, Melissa, in the New York Times. And it was about the theme of I can't remember the title of the article, but the theme of the article was, should you wear the flag? Mm-hmm. And I learned something interesting in this article. I just want to read this. I think it was called, the name of the article was called, Is It Okay to Wear the U.S. Flag on Your Clothes? I think that was the name of the article.
I mean, it's printed all over everything.
And it's from the New York Times. And it actually said that the U.S. flag code, there is an actual U.S. flag code law that sets guidelines for proper and respectful display of the flag. Exception is a flag pin over the heart can be worn. It should not be used as an article of clothing, it says in this law.
The flag itself.
Right. It's nebulous. It's the actual language is it should not be used as an article of clothing. I would assume it is the flag.
The flag itself.
Yes.
Okay.
But the Supreme Court established that First Amendment speech protections outweigh laws that attempt to prohibit desecration of the flag, including by wearing it. So the Supreme Court said, nah, with your flag code. Free speech overrides any kind of dress codes or flag codes. That's why it's not against the law to burn the flag. You can burn the flag. It's considered a form of speech.
So making a dress out of the flag, also a form of free speech.
Right. So it was overruled by the then Supreme Court, not, of course, the one that we have now, because they would probably hang you
Right. But wait, what are we discussing then? Is it bad taste? What are we discussing?
Well, what we're going to discuss is when you wear clothes that have the flag on them, are you making a fashion statement or are you making a political statement or both? For example, if you notice, Trump always wears red, white, and blue. His suits are always blue, his shirt white, and his tie red. So Trump always wears red, white, and blue. He's trying to represent the flag colors all the time in his daily presence. Pete Hegseth, who is the Secretary of War now, I guess we call it, the Department of War, not the Department of Defense. It's not good enough that we're the most powerful country in the world, but now we must flex our muscles and be aggressive and let everybody know that we have a Department of War. We're not defending ourselves. We're the warriors. We're the attackers now, I guess. They haven't used the Department of War since before World War II. And then after World War II, they renamed it the Department of Defense to kind of mitigate the aggressiveness of the wars and all that kind of stuff. And Trump brought it back. So
yeah, because then we were the defenders of
we were the defenders.
We were the defenders of the world. Yeah. But now that we've pulled out of all of that, of course, we can go back to the. But I need to see Pete being like that cheerleader.
Well, Pete Hegseth has
what does he do?
He has a thing where he needs to wear every single day 3 pieces of flag.
3 pieces of flair? You're not wearing enough flair, Pete.
Okay, again, if you've never seen the movie Office Space, you don't know what she's referring to. If you are a fan of Office Space, which I am, I've seen it like 20 million times. What's her name? Jennifer Aniston is working in one of those tchotchke restaurants, where they got the badges all over them. And they call them flair. And her boss was riding her because she didn't have enough badges or flair on.
Listen, you're required to wear 9 pieces of flair. You see Billy over there? He's got 11 pieces of flair.
So now we've shifted to Pete Hegseth and his flair.
He says he needs only 3 pieces of flair.
At least 3 flag pieces a day he's got to wear. Good. So the question I'm putting to you, Miss Melissa, is do you have any clothes, number 1, with the flag?
Absolutely no.
Okay. Number 2, why do you think people wear flags on their apparel or clothes? I mean, T-shirts are kind of, obvious, like the Killer recently, the latest Killer. He had on, because he was trying to blend in with the crowd. It was a very conservative crowd. He had on a big flag T-shirt with big American eagle emblazoned across it. But other than that, let's just talk about like fashion kind of pieces. Do you think that people who wear flags, if you see somebody wearing a piece of clothing with a flag on it, do you automatically assume they're conservative? Do you automatically assume they're politics? Do you think that they're just think the flag is something cute to wear? I mean, where does your head go when you see people dressed in kind of flag wear?
Flag wear? Teddy, this is complicated for me because I grew up as a military child.
Yes, you did. And as a Mormon, which is more on the conservative.
Yeah, which is more conservative.
Mm-hmm. And your dad was in the military.
My dad was a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
So and a cowboy. So that's
there you go. Yeah. Talk about
Yeah. I mean, he's still a cowboy, but he's not a drill sergeant anymore. He's in his mid-70s. So I was taught as a child that wearing the flag was disrespectful.
Okay.
Disrespectful to the flag. However, that we respect the flag at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
Like you respect the flag.
Yeah.
Just what you do.
Right.
So like my training from childhood is no, you don't wear it. Yes, you respect it. And when I see people wearing it, I understand that to them, wearing it is a form of respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
When they're wearing the flag, do I assume their politics are conservative? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not normally something you see someone who has more liberal politics or more left-leaning politics or more democratic politics wear most of the time.
Why do you think that is? What is it about conservative politics? I could see like where you grew up in the military and that kind of thing, that, respect the flag, early on it was, you're disrespecting the flag if you're wearing it. Now the conservatives seem to be more like wear that flag loud and proud kind of a thing. It's not to say that liberal people aren't patriotic.
Oh, I think.
Why do you think, though, that conservatives need to kind of show that in their fashion, where I don't know if liberal people as much feel the need to show that?
I do think it's dangerous to call people who are less conservative liberal, because I think it says something crazy.
They have a flag shirt.
Yeah. But I do think that there was this shift in politics where it became apparent that it wasn't just patriotism that people who were screaming about America and patriotism were talking about. They were talking about nationalism.
Yeah.
And there was this need to distance ourselves as a party. I'm speaking for a bunch of people that I've never met. So I'm sorry if I'm speaking for you, it's out of turn. To distance ourselves from the idea of nationalism, which is pretty dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what we're heading into right now.
Yes, we're kind of heading into it. So I was trying to be without glasses, by the way, which is how I've been for most of my life. And now I don't like my face without them.
Oh, your face looks beautiful.
And my face looks beautiful. I know that.
But then why do you feel like you need to put the glasses on?
One, because it's blurry.
Oh, okay. Well, if you need them to see, that's different.
And two, because I'm like, I like my face with glasses.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, I think that because of the trajectory towards nationalism, it feels more dangerous to wear a flag, and it feels a little less safe to wear it, and a little less in alignment with personal value systems to wear it, except when you are very firmly with people who are politically aligned with you or aligned with your personal values, such as if you were at a rally with people who are aligned with your values.
Recently,
right. Or if it's Independence Day, or if it's Memorial Day or Veterans Day or whatever, then this makes sense.
Yeah, and I have a flag sweater, and it's got like a cute little flag, a cute flag on it, whatever. But I only wear it. There's only one day a year that I wear it, and that's 4th of July. Because I think it's like so 4th of July thing. And I'm not a theme person, I'm not with the Christmas ornaments hanging from my ears and the band sweaters and all that. I'm not one of those. Halloween, I'm not wearing the big pumpkin. But for some reason, 4th of July, always, picnics and fireworks and all that stuff. The flag just always seems to go with it.
The color scheme probably looks incredible on you.
I just like it, and I think it's cute. But I'm, everybody knows I'm very liberal in my politics. The other thing that I find interesting too is, who else brought the flag back a lot? Well, there were two people that brought the flag back into fashion, and that was Ralph Lauren. Yeah. And it was mainly because he was designing clothes for the Olympics. And then those clothes kind of became fashionable for people who weren't even in the Olympics to wear. And then, of course, Tommy Hilfiger, who is known, basically, that's how we know him in fashion, was for all his flag stuff first.
I forgot about the Olympics. Olympics also a time when people wear a lot of
and Ralph Lauren usually designs the American.
Also, don't forget the Spice Girls, not the American flag, but the Spice Girls, really the British flag. They brought that back in skirts.
Right.
Big time. Right. Spice Girls really dating myself, but I just.
But the flag, the British flag, as a skirt, was also very popular in the 60s with the Beatles, and we called it the the London Revolution that came over here to the United States, and all the British bands and all that kind of stuff. And all of the mini skirts, they had mini skirts with the British flag. However, here's another flip on the thing. So we're talking about conservatives wearing the flag. But back in the 60s, when there was all these rallies against the Vietnam War, you want to talk about respect for the flag, they went in the opposite direction. And you would see a lot of people, both men and women, with flags, guess where? On their rear ends.
What?
They would, they would sew flag appliques or flag, looking things or whatever, the American flag on their butt. Yeah. And that was a symbol of disrespect for the Vietnam War, in protest of the Vietnam War. So, and I would say that would be at that point, that was more the kind of hippie revolutionary culture. And so they would have the flag on their butts, and that was as protest wear. So that was meant as a protest against the Americans, going over to Vietnam.
That's wild. I never knew that.
Yeah. So the pendulum can swing either way. It's gone more conservative now, the flag, but in that direction, it was really.
But all like the iconography of America, the eagles, the flag, etc. This has become more casualized in a more conservative.
Yeah, it's more T-shirt kind of stuff.
Kind of T-shirt. Yeah, and that I think is like super fascinating. And now I wonder. Oh, has someone written a dissertation on this? Has someone, what is that? What is that about? Like the casualification of American iconography in conservative fashion.
Yeah.
Why did that happen? What actually moved that needle so that, a conservative man has 6 to 8 American T-shirts of American iconography. And that then becomes his identity. Like that's his fashion identity.
Yes.
That it's really an interesting question.
My take on it is when Ronald Reagan became president, Ronald Reagan to me is the person who really kind of started the ball rolling on what I call the Christian fundamentalist conservative group. He was the one that brought the Jerry Falwells in with the, I can't remember what the name of his group was. It'll probably come to me right at the end of the podcast. But
we have 3 minutes, so don't worry.
Jerry Falwell and the fundamentalists, what do they call themselves? I'll think of it anyway. But they were the Christian right.
Okay.
And they had a lot of influence over Ronald Reagan's presidency. And a lot of that brought in the anti-abortion, the pro-religion, let's go back to the 50s, the Leave It to Beaver family. And of course, the flag. That's when, we're so used to seeing our congressmen and congresswomen and senators wearing flag pins.
Yeah.
Those flag pins came about during Ronald Reagan's presidency. They never wore flag pins. They never wore flag pins before the Reagan administration.
So those flag pins showed up with Reagan.
The flag pins actually didn't show. I'm sorry. The flag pins did not show up with Reagan. You know when the flag pins showed up?
No.
9/11. Right after 9/11, every single congressman, congresswoman, and senator had a flag lapel pin. It was after 9/11. That's when it happened.
Never forget. Yeah.
Okay. And it was during GW's administration. So during a conservative administration. But so you can see how it kind of built starting from the religious right and, the flag and God. It was always the flag and God, the flag and God. During the communist era, during the communist witch hunt era in the 50s, if you watch old movies, the Pledge of Allegiance, you say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
Under God.
The under God was added in 1950 something. And it was during the communist witch hunt. Before that, we never had under God in the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's so interesting.
So you see how God and the flag gets conflated. And that's really how it happened in the Reagan administration. Was he had all these fundamentalist Christian groups around him, and they held a lot of sway, and they would go in their big mega churches and they'd recruit all kinds of people, send busloads. So it was a very kind of religion and politics started to merge during the Reagan administration. But even before that, like I said, they threw the under God in the 1950s. Before that, we did not say under God in the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's wild.
So it's a conflation of the three prongs of the fundamentalist right, which is your country, your family, and God. And so they conflate those three, to say, well, God is number one, the flag, your country is number two, and your family is number three. What in reality, I don't know that I would put them in that particular pecking order, but that's where we get this now abundance of conservatives wearing flags, because to them, they're in their fashion, they're showing you their politics as well.
Right. And there's a shift towards identity politics anyway. And so that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, I did this report at some point in my college career, which was recent, which is why I remember it.
Yeah.
Right? My college career was in my 40s.
Right.
About the Federalist Papers and how the reason God was included in money was there's a section of the Federalist Papers that say we're not including God in the Declaration of Independence or in anything, but we'll include it a little bit in the money here. In God we trust.
Yes. Right.
Because people fear God, they don't fear the government. And if we include God, maybe they'll behave.
Yes.
So in the Federalist Papers, they were just like, we don't want God in our government at all, but we need God represented somewhere
for a little control.
So now God is in government because they need a lot more control.
Yeah,
which is
it's an interesting phenomenon. It'll be interesting to see as we move forward especially with this administration. Does that hold up years later? Are we gonna? Because like I said, in the 60s, it was shown as a sign of disrespect. You wore the flag on your fanny to show, that you were not in alignment with the government policies that were happening. Now it's swung in the other direction. The pendulum swung in the other direction, where you wear the flag as a show of your, very, very patriotic life, your patriotic family, So the flag can be used in many ways to communicate many different kinds of politics. It's interesting how that changes, that iconography changes in meaning as the politics change as well, too.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, Melissa and I will not be wearing flags in the near future.
I guess, unless we're wearing it
for 4th of July.
Or upside down. I'm considering distress.
House of Cards. They used to start the show House of Cards with the flag upside down.
Unfortunately, I never started watching it,
and
now I can't watch it because Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah.
Sad.
Well,
sad about it.
Yeah. A little kind of iffy background there.
People being humans and being stupid humans ruin everything. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
You ruined a good show for us, man.
Yeah. Jerk. Anyway, listen, Teddy.
What?
Like, more important questions.
What?
Deeper questions. Real deep questions. Why don't we dress for dinner anymore?
I don't know, Melissa. I just don't know.